first step we have to do is remove all of our ducts. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Josh.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is Ohio Off-Road. So today is going to be our hopefully last prep day before our trip to Moab in a week, or by the time this video probably comes out, we'll probably be out there or about to leave to go there. But we are going to Moab in a week, and we have to do a few more things to the Overland rig to make it more trail friendly for us. And that main thing we have to do is put in a compressor. So we have a ARB twin compressor we got to put in, a Teraflex under seat bracket, and a manifold kit. We might actually not have to use the manifold kit. I don't know. I know how to use it on the blue Jeep to run the lockers. Since we're not running lockers in this because it's just the stock Rubicon lockers, we might not need it. So let's see what all we have to do to get this all ready and in there and go from there. Oh, we also have to do another thing. We got to put a recovery point on the back of the Jeep. So we just got a cheap little hitch I picked up off of Amazon for like, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks. So we're going to do that. So 2 things, maybe 3 if we have enough time. We might get in a 3rd one, and I might leave that for a surprise for you guys. All right, but let's get to this. So this is our compressor. It's just those ARB twin compressors. We run it in the blue Jeep, and we've had it for, when did we put that one in there? Probably 2017. So almost 4 years. I mean, sorry, almost 7 years. Do math, Josh. But we had this, well, not this exact one, but those twin ARBs in the blue Jeep for 7 years. No problems, except we did blow up one fuse, and I think it's just because it got hot. Because it would get really, really hot for us. But then we have all the wiring and stuff in the box. That's the compressor. And then this is...
So where are we going to mount it?
Yeah, it's a under the seat bracket. So I've seen a lot of people say, oh, you just run them in underneath the engine bay. But me personally, I think that's a pretty terrible spot to put them. And the only reason why I say that is because we've had them on the other Jeep underneath, well, in the engine bay. And after you're wheeling all day, the whole engine bay just gets soaking hot. And then you go to fill up your tires, and that compressor's hot just from sitting in the heat from the engine all day. And we go to fill up our tires at the end of the day, and we kept blowing the air hoses because of just all the heat that was in the engine bay. So we elect to put them underneath our seats. So that's our bracket. So let's see what all we have to do. All right, just the first step we have to do is remove all of our ducts. We just went to one of the Jeep shows or whatever, and we got all the ducts. So we're gonna put these all and save them on our duct shelf. And the reason why I do this is just to piss off the rock crawlers that are really sensitive about a little kid giving them a duck. Oh, the duck! All right, now let's get to this. So the first thing we had to do was remove the seat, so took out the 4 bolts holding the seat bracket down.
So, seat's out. He's got both wires unhooked.
What?
And I think he's just doing some tidying up.
Yeah, I was just cleaning up. We found a gold necklace. Just a little tiny one. So if, or whoever, this is like a kid's one. It's really small. So if this was once your Jeep and this is your necklace, leave us a comment and we're trying to figure out a way to get it back. Especially if it's sentimental to somebody, you never know. Alright. Now I think we just gotta rip some stuff off of there, put the bracket on there, put the compressor on there, and then we should be good to go to put it back in.
were 6 of them.
Yep.
I think it was cut off.
It says a T30 to take that off.
A T30.
A T30.
To the toolbox.
The toolbox.
Which, guys, if you notice, since our last video, we did some tidying up.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
It was a disaster. Proof that everything is a hammer.
I feel like you could have did that without a power tool. Just saying.
It's so much faster. I pay for them. I'm going to use them. All right. Let's see what else. All right. Yeah. That looks right. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're just discarding that whole plate.
For the record, he's actually reading instructions.
Don't tell my mama. I learned how to read a long time ago. See, this one says use the manifold. So
I guess you gotta use it.
I guess we're gonna use the manifold.
Might as well, you bought it.
Well, no, I took it from Jeff.
Oh. Hey Jeff, we're using your parts.
Alright, so we got the compressor mounted on the bracket. It's kind of confusing how they want you to do it in the directions. But your manifold goes here on the back bolts, and then you get to use all 8 of the bolts for the compressor and the bracket and just zip them all in. Tells you his torque specs and everything. So that part is done. Now we just have to run this hose from the compressor to the manifold, and we're doing that now. So I got some Teflon tape, got that on there so it doesn't leak, and we're just gonna put it in there and get them on both of them, and then we're tightening them down, and then we get the hose on it. It's a little bit big.
While Josh was tightening up those, I just screwed on the little filters here. And now he's working on snugging up the hard line. Here we go.
Alright, so now we just have to take this and set it on the seat.
Lift it up.
Like that, and then just like that. There we go.
What do you think, Mr. Will?
Is it really approved? Huh?
Say, it's been way too long since I've been in the garage.
Alright, so that's all done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we just have to pick
They
it up
say,
and set it in there.
well, they say now's the best time to work on your wiring harness. So we're moving right along. We have our wiring harness ran from the engine bay down into the cab, well, into the body of the Jeep, I guess. So we're running it not your traditional way. We're actually running it through the floorboard. So we have that up. We got the rest of the wires hooked up for our wiring switch, or for a switch. So all that's left is really to put the seat back in, put the wires on, and connect it to the battery, I do believe, and see if it runs.
Have to make connections, which I have any of the right ones on that one.
I might be running to the store again. Well, I'm going to run to the store anyway, but might be running for wire connectors.
Wire connections are like one of the things, like, I know I have them, but I never know where they're at. So I'm not organized, which I know I should be, but I'm not. It's just my nature. So I'm just looking for them. The way it always works is the moment I go to the store and buy the ones I need, I find the ones that I've been looking for. So we're just gonna look for them and see if I can find them. If not, we're running to the store.
We're probably running to the store.
And it's one of those things, like, they're so cheap. It's usually better for me just to go buy new ones than it is for me to waste my time looking for them. Well, I guess we're gonna go to the store and get those wire connectors, because I don't know where they are, and we have to go to the store anyways to get the end for the air hose. So we gotta go to the store anyways, so let's go. Home Depot we go.
Told you so.
All right, we just got back from Home Depot. Got everything we needed. So we got the connections, coupler, and then we had to get a new air hose because our last air hose broke. So we got to get all this stuff on it, and then we can probably finish it all up. So let's do it.
Victory.
Victory.
Remember, Josh, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And don't over tighten.
That should be good.
You sure?
Yeah. Now we just have to figure out the connections on here, and then we should be good to wire everything up.
Those ones working better.
Yep.
Look at you. I was waiting for that to shoot me in the eye. Well, shoot your eye out, kid. Gluten tight?
Gluten tight.
Good job.
Thanks.
Give me a high five. Yeah, give me a high five. Good boy. Want to give me another? Yeah.
All right. Just electrical taping it all off, and then we can hook it all up. Make sure everything works. Make sure the compressor turns on, and then we get the seat and everything back in after that, I think.
Josh, what did you do?
I lost the nut. It fell all the way down somewhere. Somewhere in the engine bay. Went fishing and found it.
Good job, Josh.
Thanks. All right, let's hook up the power. All right, we're gonna put the seat in.
Change of plans. Hercules, Hercules.
All right, guys, so I just got the compressor all wired up. It's all working good. I had some problems trying to find an ignition. Ignition wire that I could tap into. So I ended up going to the blue Jeep. Look what I did over there. And it's like, oh, yeah, I should have done that for a while ago. But it is what it is. I'll show you guys what I did. All right, so right here, we got a little T-tap for the ignition wire. So it's a pink wire. This is all, let's say, all just for entertainment only. So don't copy anything I'm doing. So I got that hooked up, and then I just came over here because I really don't know where I want to put this switch. So it's just going to be like right there. I'll probably build something here to just hold on to it, but that's the switch here. And then there's so many wires to this thing. It kind of sucks, but I'll show you guys. So put the ignition on, turn the compressor on. We have air coming out the back, so let's see. So right there, got air coming out, so that's good. That just plugs right in. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the compressor. Next, I have to get this hitch on. So we'll run through there and throw that hitch on. And we'll see what time it is after that. It's probably just gonna be time for me to take a break for the day. And I might come out here tomorrow to do the last little bit. All right, let's do it. All right, let's get this thing on there. This is just like a really, really cheap Amazon one. Nothing special, but it will, or it should work to get us out of a pickle. Let's see. Get the bolts through it like that. Yep. That's it. It's nice and easy. Just 4 bolts, quick. And then I have a trailer wire harness over there that I can unwrap and hook it into there. Which I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow, maybe. And then get the impactinator. Torque down, perfect. So we should be good. So here's something new that I've never seen with all the other hitches. So, do your guys, anybody else's hitch have this little screw down here? And it's kind of nice. It probably helps it, you know, put it in, tighten it down. Then it probably doesn't bounce on you. But that's the first time I ever seen one of those screws. But that is all for that. I can go get our recovery point out of the box in the living room. So actually go get that box that's hiding Robbie from going under the heavy one.
So Robbie is our floor robot, just so you guys know. So that there's Robbie. That's who Josh was just talking that it blocks from getting the cords. I got the box. Let's go get it to Josh. Oh, the light just turned back off. Booger. There we go. Josh, I got the box.
Got the box? Sweet.
It's right here. Box has been delivered. I'm so good.
Box on a box on a box.
Probably is a box and a box and a box and a box and a box.
That's how Amazon does things. And they ship stuff from China. Autobots. I'm not even lying, guys. It does say Autobots. Autobots, rule out. All right. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, it does come in a nice package.
Ooh.
Fancy. Oh, it even comes with a pin. So, that's a recovery point. So, nice enclosed. Shouldn't have many issues with it. There it is.
Put that screw back in.
Huh? That is now our new recovery point. So,
Very nice.
looks a little bit better than a big giant bumper. These tabs here, because it's just going to be like a big skid really. So these tabs will all get bent up. So you come off a rock a couple times or whatever, those tabs get bent up. Our last one looked like a nice ramp.
There's a taco.
Yeah. Well, that's it. So we got the compressor on. We got a recovery point on. So the guy that left a message saying, hey, I like the fact that you took the bumper off, but he's like, even for an Overlander, you still need a recovery point. It's like, yes, I knew that. So it was definitely something like every off-roader needs is recovery points. And let me show you guys what we used to use when we were, probably, when did we start off-roading? Like 15 years ago? It had to have been. Like I had to have been 20, 19, 18. So 15 years ago, we used to use, don't mind the mess, but one is these little hooks. Now these little hooks are really nice. The problem is if you ever are upside down or you need a hard pull some way or another, where that rope's going to come off, and then it's, then you can have a problem either way. So don't really use these unless it's like your only resort, because you want to use something like that that's, once you put a rope in it, it's completely enclosed and the rope can't come out. So that's pretty much it for today. Hopefully tomorrow we can come back finish a couple other things up on it, and then we should be good for Moab. All right, all, I'm gonna just end the video here. Hope you guys liked it. That compressor is gonna come in clutch for us, and it's also better that we have that recovery point in the back, which was something I was always planning on doing. That compressor does do our 42s from 8 to probably, yeah, from about 8 pounds to 15 pounds, just so we get okay driving pressure. It fills it up in about 2 minutes. So with the 35s, 2 minutes per tire. So with the 35s, it will fill it up probably in a minute from 15 to 35. All right, guys. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all the other fun YouTube stuff. All right, guys. Adios.